And just start in Shavasana. Just take a full body breath in. And then just let the breath go out. And just a few more like that, so that really deep, softening, settling breath. And then if the soles of feet are still flat to the floor, keep them there. If your legs are out long, drag the soles of your feet to the floor. And then just start with some nice easeful rocks of the legs from side to side. The legs will drag up and over to the right side. Oh, maybe a big stretch there. And then up and over to the other. So just really easily let those legs drape and drift side to side. When you feel ready to organize yourself into moving a little more dynamically, stretch the left leg out long and then start to circle the right thigh in the hip socket. Do some circles of the ankle. Reverse it the other way. Push that right leg all the way up to the sky. A little point and flex of the foot. And then drop that heel back down towards your bum. And then take that little side twist. Little twist to your left. Oh, nice stretch there. And the leg back through center. Little stretch of the leg to the sky and then lower the leg all the way down to meet the left. Left knee comes on in. Little circle of the leg. Other way. And then stretch the leg all the way up. Oh, bend and stretch there. And little twist to your right. Oh. And then back through center. Stretch the leg all the way up. And then as you breathe out, let the left leg drape all the way down to meet the right. A little wiggle out of those legs. And then take a full body stretch here. Almost like you're walking on your mat, just a little. Little wriggle through the hips. And then chin to the chest, ribs to the hips. Make your way all the way up. And sweep the legs around. You'll find all fours and come into your cat-cows. Press the shins into the mat, drop the belly, yawn the chest, open up through the heart. And then exhale, scoop up and round. Breath in, belly drops, heart pulls forward. And then breath out as you scoop up and round. One more round, belly drops, heart pulls forward. Exhale, scoop and round. Come back into your neutral. Keep the right hand down on your mat. Stretch the left leg long. And then open on out to the right side of your mat into your modified side plank. Take a big side stretch as you reach that top arm to the top of your mat and anchor the left pinky toe edge of the foot into the mat. Press on up into your warrior arms and then side bend up and over to your left. And we'll just flow that a little. So come up to warrior, reach, little balance there, hand drops down, big side bend and stretch. Breath comes in, up through center, and up and over. We lift up and down. And up and over. Last one, breath in, up and over. And lift. Pause here. Turn the left toes to the long edge of the mat. Take a little side angle so you stretch out into the adductor. Big stretch there. Gaze can look down. That hand could also come to the mat if you've got the stretch there. Take a few rounds of breath there. And then lift on up. Hands come back to the top of the mat. And just find your little downward facing dog, a little pedal out through the feet. Drop the knees back to the mat. Anchor on down. Stretch the right leg out long, find that length. And then open on out to the left side of your mat. Big breath in as you press the right hip up towards the sky. And then press on up. And then over to the right side, cinching into the right. Breath in, arms reach. Breath out, up and over. Breath in and out. And reach and over. And up. And switch. One more full round here. Big expansion through chest. And over. This reminder inside bends that we just bend, we never break. One more round. And up. This time come into your side angle. Right hand to the shin. Or left arm reaching. Take another breath or two there. And a nice little cartwheel up and over to the mat. placing the hands and the feet with care and a little pedal out through those feet. A little shift forward on the toes, find your plank. Either hands and knees or hands and toes. Find that beautiful strength in the upper body and in the tummy. And then drop the knees and lower all the way down onto the belly. 3 little cobras, the shoulders loop back, the head's got lots of space. And then press on up, just your little tiny cobra, nice tuck in of the elbow. And then exhale, breath as you lower. We go again, breath in, heart lift. And lower. One more breath in, lift. And lower, long legs here. And then tuck the toes, press on up, downward facing dog pose. Lift high on the toes, breath in. And then step top of the mat as you breathe out, Uttanasana. A soft little bend in the knees at the crown of the head, drop down towards the toes. And then slow motion, start to stack the spine. Roll, roll, roll. Reach the arms wide as the arms reach up. And then hands drop to the heart. Whew. Take a moment here to pause. And then we'll flow into our sun A. So sweep the hands down, lift the chest, breath in. Uttanasana, forward fold as you breathe out. Half lift, the spine lengthens. And then step back, find your plank, hands, knees, hands, toes, and lower down nice and slow. Find your cobra, your upward facing, shoulders is down. And then downward facing dog pose as you breathe out. Lift high on the toes, breath in. And then step to the top of the mat to almost begin again. Rise all the way to stand, biggest breath in for heart to throat, and hands to heart. Sweep the hands wide and high, breath in. Forward fold, you bow and breathe out. Half lift, the spine lengthens. Step back, find your flow as you breathe out. Bhujangasana, baby cobra. And then exhale, breath downward facing dog pose. Press, lift with strength to dog. Shift high on the toes, breath in. Step to the top of the mat, forward fold again. Rise all the way to stand, breath in, arms float, hands to heart. Breathe out. One more time, breath in, lift up. Forward fold as you bend and bow. Half lift, spine lengthen. Step back, find your flow. Breath in, lengthen legs, heart lifts, cobra. And then downward facing dog pose as you breathe. Lift high on the toes, breath in. Step, jump, float, top of the mat as you breathe out. Rise to stand, breath in, heart lifts. Hands to heart as you breathe out. Take a moment just to feel the heartbeat. Shoulders melt down towards your hips. Shift the weight to the right side and take a wee little balance. Right side, leg, right foot presses down, left knee comes up. Whew. And then float the arms all the way up. Stork pose. And strengthener for hip flexors, great for the hips. Take another breath in here. Some little ankle circles while you're there. And a little pendulum, hands to prayer, as the left leg steps back to a high toe, and then drop into your lunge. Reach the arms all the way up. Big breath in. Take a pause and a hold here. A generous bend through the knee. Here comes the sun. Nice strength and stability in hips, ankles, and knees. Take a little water wheel twist to your right side as you breathe out. And then keep the right arm circling as you open out to left side of the mat, warrior two. A nice wide stance at the legs there. A generous bend into the front knee, but never overshooting the ankles. You flip and reverse, big breath in as you look to the back of your mat. And then side angle, right elbow to right thigh. Left arm circles forward, and then open the chest and the gaze to the sky. Stay for another beat here. Dvihasta, bottom arm reaches for a little bit of extra. That's it, so two hands. And then reverse as you look back. Back to warrior arms to top of the mat. And then just heel toe your left foot in, just a smidge. You're at about a leg's length distance between the front heel and the back arch. We'll come into Trikonasana, soft little micro bend in this front knee, especially if you're a bit flexy in the knees. And then reach the right arm so you find lots of length into the left side of the body. And then the right hand drops down to the right shin. The left hand's going to slide down to meet the right, and then slide it all the way up as you get that beautiful opening into the left side body. Gaze can stay forward if that feels better for the neck, or down, or up. Feel like that left arm is really reaching. The two sides of the body really energized, the legs are strong. Stay for one more breath here. And then exhale, breath, reverse. And then little cartwheel all the way top of the mat. Find your runner's lunge. So back leg is straight and strong. So really engaging through the seat here. Find a little half lift as you look forward. And then the back leg will fly as you come into standing L. So fingertips to the floor. You can have a soft bend in the standing leg. The back leg is straight and strong. Now options to stay here if this is just perfect, or maybe start to lift the hands and straighten the supporting leg as you come into a warrior three. Stay for one more full cycle of breath. And then as you breathe in, come back to Tadasana. Let that left leg and the right hip and hamstring have a rest. Sweep the arms all the way up. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Half lift the spine and lengthen. Breath out, you bow and rise all the way to stand, bringing the right knee to the chest on the other side. Left leg holds the balance now. A beautiful drishti, that focus of steadiness and awareness, helping me keep evenish ground. Stay for one more round of breath as you breathe into the fingers, find length through back body. And then as you breathe out, a little pendulum back to crescent lunge. Maybe adjust the front leg if you need to. Nice steady lunge. Arms reach all the way up. Big breath in, heart lifts. And then water will twist towards your left leg. So it's the upper body that does the twist, no compromise of the hips here. Circle the left arm as you open on out to your warrior two. Nice wide stance. Oh, and just breathe into that view. I sometimes feel like we're just living on top of the trees. We are. A little reverse as you look back, breath in. Warrior two as you breathe out. Reach the left arm and then left elbow to thigh. Side angle, right arm circles, open the ribs and the chest and the gaze and the sky. Take a breath in as you reverse, straighten the front leg. And then Trikonasana, a little wiggle of that right foot, a little closer. Left arm reaches, find space in the right side. And then left hand comes down, right arm drops. And then you breathe energy back into that right side. Two strong legs, soft little bend in the front knee. Draw that thigh muscle up towards the hip. Stay for another breath here. As you take the next round, lift up, reverse. And then cartwheel, top of the mat, hands to the floor. Knee can drop if you need, or straight leg, heart pulling forward. The back leg stays straight as you come into your standing L. So it lifts, just flex the foot, push the heel to the sky. And then stay if this is enough, or maybe warrior three. Lift the chest a little. It's not going to let me. Take one more round of breath there. And then two straight legs to the mat as you bring yourself back up to two strong legs into asana. We'll take that for another spin just to keep the warmth in the body. Whew. And we breathe on in. It certainly is fresh. Let's take a little vinyasa here. So forward fold over the legs. Half lift the spinal lengthen. And then step back, find your flow. Your cobra or your upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog pose. Take a lift up high on the toes, breath in. Step, jump, float to the top of the mat as you breathe out. Rise all the way to stand, breath in. Hands to heart as you breathe out. Take stork pose, breath in. Crescent pose, hands to heart as you breathe out. Arms float up, chest lifts, breath in. Water wheel twist, right leg, steady legs. Alignment. Sweep the hand, open on out, left side of mat. Knee tracking over center of foot. And then reverse as you breathe in. Side angle pose, right forearm to thigh, circle left hand down and open chest to the sky. And then reverse as you lift, straighten the front leg. Trikonasana is where we go to next. Little wiggle of the left foot closer to the right heel. And you can drop the body down and open the chest to the sky. Reverse, lift up out of the side hand. So the waist muscles, your obliques are doing all of the work here. And then cartwheel, top of the mat as you breathe out. This time stay here. Take a little twist to your right side. Breath in. Follow the hand. Standing L, left leg flies. Maybe you try that balance again. Pendulum all the way up, arms reach, breath in. Hands drop to heart as you breathe out. Transfer the weight. Breath in, right knee lifts. Stork pose, breath in. Take the leg back, hands to heart as you step to crescent pose and breathe out. Arms reach up, breath in, chest open. Water will twist to your left side. Circle the left hand, open out right side of the mat, warrior two, steady and strong. And then reverse as you look to the back of the mat. Side angle, breath into transit. And open through chest. And then reverse, reach back. Setting up for Triko next. Right toe comes in just a little. Lengthen through right side. Left hand to shin, the right hand drops to meet it. And then floats all the way up, sky side. Lift up, reverse, big breath in. And then cartwheel, top of the mat. Right hand anchors back down to earth again. Left arm reaches all the way up, big breath in. Circle the hand, find your standing L. Right leg floats straight and strong. Stay if this is enough, or maybe test balance and float. And then come all the way up to the top of the mat, feeling the strength in your legs. Not even having to do this with hope. There's just steadiness and strength. And a little bit of good luck, I think, sometimes. And just timing. Take a little vinyasa, breath in, the arms reach up high. And then exhale, breath forward, fold down over your legs. Half lift, the spine will lengthen. And then step back, find your flow, or skip it and just simply meet me in downward facing dog. Resisting the floor on that down push-up, that low push-up. Pressing the earth away as you lift up. And then lightly stepping back into dog. Alrighty, so from here, a little bit of shoulder strengthening work. We're going to shift up high on the toes, come into a plank. And then bend the knees, press back into a bendy dog. So just a few of those. So breath in as you come forward. And then bend the knees, press on back, downward dog. So straight legs, it's like a little ripple forward to your plank. And then bend the knees, press on back to dog. Breath in. Bend the knees, breath out. Into plank. Bend the knees, press back. Once more, breath in. Bend the knees and back. Come back into that plank. Drop the right knee if you need to. Right hand comes into the center of the mat. Stacking elbow, shoulder on top of each other. That little modified side plank. And you're welcome to stay there if that is enough. If there is a desire to step on all the way up into your full Vasisthasana, take it. Just a little bit of shoulder balance and strength here. Really lifting up out of that side waist. And then left hand will drop back. Left hand into middle of mat. Drop the left knee. Open on out to right side of the mat. So this is all done with steadiness. We place the hands where we want them to be. Place and stack the bone. And then find that side plank there on the other side. Might feel different. There's always two sides to the story. There's always three perspectives to everything. There's yours, there's mine. And then there's the third from someone that doesn't know maybe you're me. And back into that plank. Drop the knees, press on back, sit bones to heels, forehead towards the mat. Take a full breath here. Soften the breath for the breath out. And then ease your way on up into kneeling. A few little shoulder rolls here. If it's comfortable to kneel, kneel. If it's not, just come and sit cross-legged. And we'll take a little eagle arm stretch for the upper back and the shoulders. So you're going to bring that right arm up and right arm in front of you with the palm facing your face. And then the left elbow is going to hook underneath that. And then if you have the range, try to bring those forearms a little closer together. Draw the elbows away from the chest and start to lift up through the heart. So take the gaze up towards your fingers. The elbows pull away. Should feel a decent stretch in between the shoulder blades. So just take another full cycle of breath there. And then exhale breath, fold over your legs. Get a bit of a hip stretch. And then breath in, reach the fingertips away from you, lift up. And then breath out as you round down through the back, giving yourself a little hip stretch too. Last time, arms reach forward and lift and down. Arms open out wide here, big breath in, arms out wide. And then turn your right thumb down by turning the right arm bone in. And take that hand to the mid to upper back. Then your left palm's going to come to the sky, left hand up. And then take the hands down to meet the fingers. Now if they don't meet like mine don't, grab hold of your shirt, your t-shirt. Really roll the shoulder heads back. Pulling this right hand as close to beyond the midline as you can. You're going to stretch through the front of your shoulders. And a nice decent stretch into the triceps. And then press from here. Often we tend to stick the neck forward. To press the back of the head into the forearm with the left hand. Go for one more round of breath there. And then release that left hand, release the right arm, and then a big side bend up and over to your left. It could be just a little warmer, I have to say. It's kind of a cool humidity. It's dewy. And then come all the way up, and we'll take that onto the other side. So change the cross of your legs. So you get a different hip stretch on the second side. And so here we go. So left arm out to the side, both arms out. Left thumb comes down, and then take the left hand behind you. Right palm to the sky, bring the right arm all the way up, and then take that right hand down. Maybe on this side, you're able to connect the fingers. I can on this side. Roll that right shoulder back so the elbow point's pointing up. Oh, I forgot to do the other one, but that's okay. We'll do this one first. Good stretch for triceps and shoulders. And then releasing the bind. Bring that right arm in front, left arm hooks under, and then bring the palms together. Draw the elbows away from the face, breath in, the heart lifts. And then exhale as you bow. Breath in as you lift up to your hips and upper back. Pull the elbow points away. And then breath out as you bow. One more round. Breath in, heart lifts. And out. And then this time shift into that little side bend, so up and over. And then all the way up. Come on to your back from here. And so simply just draw the knees in towards your chest, a little rock from side to side. And a happy baby is there for you if you wish. So it can look like this. So soles of feet together, knees into a little butterfly shape. Or maybe it's feet up towards the sky, bum down towards the mat. Often the bottoms tend to lift up, so I want you to see if you can really anchor your tailbone down to the mat, elbows dropping down, knees dropping down towards your armpits. It's a good stretch for the adductors and the inner thighs. And if the hands to the feet is not there for you, hands to the ankles is absolutely fabulous too. A little gentle, easeful rock from side to side. And then when your legs have had enough of that, just let your legs drift out to long. Let the legs just kind of fall out from the hips, a little shake. It might even be a little lift up of the chest so that, yeah, that's good. So the shoulder blades kind of hug underneath the ribs, hold and hug the ribs. And Tara often used to say in her yoga classes, it's like the shoulder blades just help make a little pillow for the heart to rest. And just take a really big breath in. And soften before the breath out. Just let yourself drift into a little bit of peace for now. And when you feel ready, Start to ease your awareness back to where you are on your mat. Maybe softly start to blink your eyes open. Start to let your life start to make its way back in. And bring the soles of the feet together, soles of feet to the mat rather. A little roll up into a little bridge, just a little squeeze through the back body. Just stretch those arms long behind you. Oh. And then a little exhale breath as the spine drops back down again. And just take your time. You roll to the side or rock and roll and find your way on up. Oh, to seat. We'll just close the practice just really easefully today. Just bring the hands to your heart. And just bring to that place in your heart all of the, oh no, all might take a little while, but just maybe one thing. Just one thing that you feel deeply grateful for in your life. Just one thing. And take a full breath into the energy and the embodiment of that thing, that person, that place. Might be even just a state of being. Into that, we gently bow and close today's practice. Namaste.